Hi, I'm Warwick from Wazinator. I'm here at Byron Music and I've been lucky enough to be given the run of the shop tonight. I've always wanted to do this. I'm plugging the Wazinators, all three of them, through a whole range of different types of bass amps, PAs, portable amps. So something like you might be trying at home or during your gigs. So let's kick it off and see what these sound like. First up, we've got the Fender Rumble 15 watt. This is the classic, Dropkick and Baby Grand. We're not getting much power out of any of those, it's just a little 15 watt. But if I had to choose one, I'd just go straight for the classic. It just sounds nice and timbery. The other ones, the bass isn't quite strong enough to handle the real effect of the Stompboxes. Okay, next up I've got an Ampeg Bass Amp. It's got an 8-inch speaker and it's 20 watts. First up we've got the classic. Dropkick. Baby Grand. With the Ampeg, I thought the classic sounded better. The bass amp could just handle the tone better. It couldn't really handle the bass of the Dropkick and the Baby Grand. Okay, next up we've got the Carlsbro bass amp. It's a little 30 watt. It's the EDA30. And first up we've got the classic. Dropkick. Baby Grand. I've got to say I'm really impressed with this bass amp. It is surprisingly bassy. It's not distorting. I think all the Wazinators are sounding great through this, and it's really a budget end piece of gear. Check it out. Okay, next up I've got the Roland Street Qbx. Great little busking amp, can run on batteries. First up we've got the classic. Dropkick. Baby Grand. This is surprising. This has got quite a bit of punch for such a small little busking amp. I'm actually going through the auxiliary input in the back, so I'm not taking up the guitar channel and I'm not taking up the vocal channel. This is a good busking rig. Alright, next up we've got the Timberidge Acoustic JA 60 watt guitar amp. First up we've got the classic. Dropkick, Baby Grand. I think out of all of them, I think the classic is sounding the best. It's got a bit of bottom end there, but it's also got the timbery tone. I think it's having a bit of difficulty with the Dropkick and the Baby Grand. Next up we've got a completely different beast. It's a head and cabinet. It's a Fender Rumble 800 watt. First up we've got the classic. Then we've got the Dropkick. And we've got the Baby Grand. This is a completely different beast. A whole lot of the subs are coming through. The Baby Grand and the Dropkick are sounding really thuddy. The classics got a nice lot of tone, possibly not as deep. They all sound really good through this bass amp. Next up we've got the Behringer. It's a 200 watt battery operated small PA. First up we have the classic. Dropkick. Baby Grand. I've got to say that all the Wazinators are sounding pretty thumpy through this little speaker. The classic's got a nice lot of tone, but still with some thump, and the Baby Grand and the Dropkick are also sounding really punchy. Alright, next up we've got a pretty typical 12-inch budget range Behringer powered speaker. Here we have the classic. The Dropkick. baby grand. All the Wazinators are sounding pretty punchy through this. It's a 500 watt system. We're starting to hear the real depth of the Wazinators. Okay, next up we've got the Stage Pass 1K from Yamaha. And first off the rank is the Classic. Dropkick. Baby grand. I've got to say this is a real room shaker. It's got a sub bin and you can really feel it. I think the strength of the drop kick really comes out in this one. All the Wazinators are just sounding amazing through this. I've got the DB Technologies 600 watt speaker system. First up we've got the Classic. Drop kick. Baby grand. And as to be expected, they all sound really punchy and powerful and clear. You can hear the detail in the stomp. Really satisfying. Alright, we're up to the end of the series of amplifiers we're checking out today. This is the QSC K-Series 1000 watt powered speaker. First up we've got the Classic. Dropkick. Baby grand. Wow, what can I say? Once you start to get this much power behind a Wazinator, you can really feel the power of these units. Depending on what you're listening to, you probably can't feel the thud. It's literally shaking this whole room. Alright, just wanted to say thanks to Byron Music for letting us come into their shop and try nearly every single amplification system in here for PAs. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm just so happy I can share with you the sound of the Wazinators through a whole range of products. So you be the judge. Keep in mind what rooms you're playing in, how many people you're communicating to, how much punch you need, and just go out there and make some great music.